collection of haunted dolls. I prefer to call them spirited dolls because haunted has a negative. I don't believe that they're a negative spirit attached to dolls. I believe they're a complicated spiritual activity. So therefore, if you're a complicated person in life, you're going to be a complicated person in death. Unless you jump through the right change it. I've got a set of my dolls. My collection reached 500 about 2 months ago. The collection ranges from dolls from the 18th to the 1900s right through up until modern day dolls. I got into collecting dolls during COVID because I had a number of health issues. The dolls that I was buying had people attached, and they are people. I don't believe that demons attach to dolls because it serves them no purpose. A demonic energy, they're hell-bent on carnage and mayhem, and being attached to an inanimate object for no apparent reason doesn't work for them. So none of my dolls are negative. Some are complicated. Some have had interesting lives. Some have had complicated negative lives. And like all of us, unless you pass through the light, you take that with you. So this young lady is the lady on the poster. She's the lady, or these two ladies, is the lady on the photo that you've been looking at. My different dolls. This is Annika and Anna. And they're Siamese. This is a condition, this is an actual medical condition. It's when identical twins proliferate. The first thing that happens is the face duplicates and then the embryo splits. Unfortunately, that's not what happens. Sorry for that. So this is Annika and this is Anna. One of the problems with having a baby that has this condition is hydrocephalus, so water on the brain, and in many cases they don't survive. There are two little girls attached to this doll. Now, I'll put a disclaimer here. I'm not here to make you believe. I'm not here for you to tell you that this is how it happens. If it's your flavour of belief, then it's not my job to change it. I'm here to educate, and hopefully you'll take something away and have a think about it. If at any point in this talk you don't believe what I'm saying, that's fine. That's entirely up to you because we are all graced with free will. And I don't have a problem with people using their free will. Annika and Anna were made by a reborn artist down near Caroline Springs. I was drawn to dolls. Didn't know why, had no idea. And then I met the artist. And the artist said, "Oh, I'm so proud. Please, this doll is actually going to someone who is a collector who will appreciate it." I said, "Oh, why is that?" He said, "Oh, we think there's something weird going on with that." "Oh, why?" He said, "Oh, we've heard the baby crying. We have no baby for him." "Oh." I said, "Well, I do encourage her. That's usually what I tell people in the video. You've got to judge how much they'll respectable form of baby. And she said, "Oh, that makes sense." She said, "Oh, I understand now." My sister's an idiot. She was around and I was just taking the stop. They're two beautiful little souls. They're not negative. They're not out to get anybody. They have a history. They're to the doll because of what was happening when the doll was quite I walked around the festival with them last year and I walked past a group of people in the conversation with the dogs and blood on the top. They're not good. All the reborn dolls are in fact weighted, so they're weighted like them. And many reborn dolls are used for many dolls. I love the dolls. My doll, my reborn doll, Get her out today. Mourning dolls in doll rush period in the 1800s to save families the ability to deal with the death of the child. So the child was celebrated to medical nutrition, childhood accidents, childhood diseases, consumption, like Emily had here leaving life. And families would make wax dolls. And they would fill those wax dolls' bodies with death, waiting for blood coming. They would dress the doll, clothing of the child, and they would cut some hair from the doll and place it on the head of the doll. Now it all sounds pretty creepy, yeah? No. It was their way of dealing with the death of the child. When the death of the children, the child reached the age of 7, like that. They reached adulthood. Congratulations. If you had a daughter and she was able to have a child herself, she was her own child, but have a parent. A lot of people who have lost people have lost children who miscarried and followed up. A lot of them have this problem. Now my question is, who wants to hold a girl? Oh, Mourning dolls are not creepy. It's not because people have mental health issues. It's because you're trying to cope. Back in the 1800s, families were trying to cope. There was so much else going on, and to lose a child, continuously losing children. Can you imagine what that would do to a mother, to a family? Continuously have children not reach an age. It would be heartbreaking. And I lost one child, and it was heartbreaking. And it took me years to be able to find a way. Who's next? This is Emily. Emily isn't a reborn doll. She's dressed like this for today because I dressed her like this to show how they would traditionally dress a mourning doll. It's another thing. Trying to catch breathing. Sounds like she's got a She has a mechanism in her chest. You can feel it. Who wants to put a hand on the chest? Got any volunteers who want to say? Okay. Don't worry, don't bite. Now, there's two reasons why Emily is having trouble breathing. One, not because of the mechanism. Emily passed away 2 years ago. She passed away because she couldn't breathe. She passed away from one of the divine. She passed away at a very, very No, I dressed her like this because the spirit that came through me needed involvement. She needed someone to acknowledge that she was lived. Also, she died. Who wants to hold her on? Off we go. Still not convinced. Here's a little fella. This is Darius. Now Darius is a bit cranky because he's not usually up this hour of the day. He has a habit of biting people. But I have fed him before. Darius is an alternative reborn doll. Dolls and death have always had a link. You hear of voodoo dolls, you hear of witches' puppets. Puppet dolls can be used for healing, or they can be used to make someone else's life just that little bit more interesting. But I always tell people, I am practicing witch. I always tell people that most people don't need a witch to muck up their lives, they do it quite simply, well, themselves. But puppet dolls and witchcraft and death all go hand in hand. We look at Barbie dolls, we look at all these little baby dolls in the shops. Where did these things come from? Where did the baby dolls come from? Where did the babies, the drinking wet dolls come from? They came from someone who wanted a doll that was real. They wanted that experience. We give them to little kids, little girls. Dolls are given to kids for why? Why do you give a doll to a child? Exactly. Comfort, security, love. How do you think spirit attachment to that? If the doll was your only friend and no one else cared about you, you would make a great connection with that doll. And then when that child passes away, who's their only friend? The doll. They don't want to give it up. That's their friend. So, energetically, give that energetic flavour of belief system. Energetically, a cord is made between the person who is living and the doll. So when they cross over, they're attached to the doll. They're not in the doll. That's all Hollywood hype. That's Chucky running around with a knife, running up a hallway, trying to stab somebody. That's absolutely bloody ridiculous. They use the doll as an anchor. And they can go anywhere they choose. It's like a little kid who goes to the playground but comes back and taps mum's leg and still might just make her mum's leg. They can go anywhere. That doll, that object, is their anchor. And it doesn't have to be a doll. It can be a car, it can be a piece of jewellery, it can be a piece of clothing. I'm pretty sure there's some attached under the herpes out front. Doesn't necessarily have to be a doll, but we give children toys to children for particular reasons, for enjoyment, to care for love, to hold. And they make a connection. And life and death is all about it. Darius has a connection. A little boy with autism. My daughter has ADHD. And kids who have neurodisciplinary feel very, very isolated. And that little boy who had Darius, this was his friend. When he grew up, his friend told him. He said, the lady said to him, you look after him. He said, what? Yeah, sure. He wants to go over here. Hello, sweetheart. Like playing some film?
There we go. I must be psychic.
You two will get on like a house on fire. The dolls that I've bought today are a spectrum. And it's a spectrum of how these dolls are handmade, how they are hand altered, and how they are changed to represent somebody as past. Spirit connected to them? Maybe. Or is it healing? Is it giving someone an object that has that healing property? This is Flora. Absolutely gorgeous. She's a new addition. She's a reborn. Reborn dolls are made to look like real children. They start off as blank kits and then artists paint them. Some artists are better at painting them than others, but the lady who painted this one in particular is very talented. A lot of reborns, girls especially, have the poofy dresses. I wouldn't know about poof when it comes to dresses today. Flora loves a pink dress. She has painted hair. I think this one is a pretty. And she's a healer. She is a doll for healing. She's a doll for healing. That warm fuzzy feeling that some people don't get. And she is a doll that belongs to you. Because she chose you, not you chose her. Have a phone. When you think of haunted dolls, what pops into your head? Annabelle, Robert the doll, Chucky, a small object running up a hallway with a knife trying to stab you. How much of it is Hollywood hype? All of it? Some of it? Or is it all true? This is Bo. Bo is a walking doll. He has a battery pack and he walks and you hold on to his hands like a toddler. I have a doll that's close to Chucky. This is he has strange hair. I've been trying to tame it for the last 2 days. It ain't working. Bo, again, is an Ashton Drake doll. Again, Ashton Drake is a company you can still buy dolls from. They go under the name Bradford Australia. The dolls are made in China. They're expensive. They don't always look like what you think they'll look like. And Bo has been customised. I bought Bo recently. He actually arrived the day I was due to drive to Melbourne for the festival. Bo has a motor, but he's been customised. His hair's been changed. The original dolls have dark hair. The original dolls have dark eyes. He's been customised. When I texted the lady and I said, hey, why does he look different? They said, oh, we've had him customised to look like my grandson. I said, oh, okay. Why is that? My grandson passed away. My daughter couldn't deal with it. So he had the doll customised to make it look like my grandson. I said, why are you selling it? She said, because my daughter was passed away from my son. And why would you look together? There is a little boy touching himself. He is difficult. But he pops in from time to time to say hello. He's been with us literally all weekend. And his ears have been going off on their own in the middle of the night while I've been trying to sleep. So, little Bo, oh mate. What now? Kids, they never do what you want them to do when you want them to do it. We'll find some. What? He's got a few rickets. Walking dolls are not that uncommon. In the 1960s and 70s, there were walking dolls built for sliding sides, so little girls had a friend to walk with. This is just a modern version of it. And the original dolls was much larger. They're all cuddly, both are cuddly, kind little souls. His little gears only walk when they want to. Depends on the surface you've got him on. Gets stuck every now and then. Walking's a bit like me. But he was created by the people who love him. What's a friend? See you. His legs don't bend, so he'll stand on that. Just pull his foot up off his face. During the gold rush, many children didn't survive. Many families were left. Many families were left heartbroken in hard times. There was always dogs, and there's always been dogs. Let's flick for a minute. Let's go to my witchy side. Voodoo doll, pocket doll. Let's have a look. What's a pocket doll? For those of us who are witchy inclined. A pocket doll is used for empathic magic. Empathic magic is magic where you use the doll to represent a person. We've all seen the voodoo doll, these subjects that the pins in the doll, the person on the other side wearing something, backache or a sore ankle or whatever. It can be used to magic, if that's the part of it. Or it can be used to heal. Just raise healing, energy healing. They use pocket dolls, they use racer teddies, they use stuff toys. The same thing. Put your hand on the part of the doll, teddy, whatever it is. Just want to send the healing to. Send the healing to that instead of that. Puppet dolls work the same way. I forgot to do my puppet doll today. I had a lot going on before I left that. They can be made of straw, they can be made of raffia, they can be made of cloth. And a puppet doll is only negative if that's their intent. A doll is only negative if that's their intent. Their intent isn't negative. Their intent is to help, their intent is to heal. If their intent is to have a positive spectrum, then the puppet doll is only as good as the person who's in charge of it. Some people choose. I tell people I'm a grey witch because life isn't black and white and either. I also tell people that shades are grey and some are dark. The dolls that I brought today are all positive.